So, yes, it was my birthday today. Obviously, I turned 31 today. Alright. Um, you will see my birthday videos. So, anyway, yes, Mum took me out for lunch today. So we basically had Chinese. I did post that in my shorts. And yeah, my day went well. It took my mind off my cat, Jasmine, for a while. So I was a bit more peppy, a bit more cheerful while I was out and about today. I'm still a little emotional, but I haven't been as emotional as I was for the past few days. So I'm hanging in there, keeping myself together. I am still a bit emotional. My video where you saw me unwrap my birthday gifts, I almost cried, but I managed to stop myself, thankfully. Yeah, it was just basically a fun day out. It was supposed to have been a joint birthday lunch because, you know, it was my mum's birthday not long ago as well. So it was supposed to have been like a joint birthday lunch. Yeah. And pretty much the stuff that you guys saw in my video, that's pretty much the stuff that I got today for my birthday anyway. Well, before we end up going out for Chinese, we did actually stop at the Novotel, which is actually a hotel, for a coffee. So Mum had a coffee, I had a tea. I had a spiced chai tea, Mum had a spiced, well, it wasn't spiced. Mum actually had a vanilla chai latte. Mine was a spiced tea. Sorry for the confusion. So after lunch, came home. The bus fare was already paid for, so I had like a day ticket. So I end up spending another couple of hours out. As soon as we got home, I ended up going back out. Mum stayed home this time. Then, you know, I looked at a few shops before coming home again. Then, you know, Mum obviously ordered pizza for dinner. I'm actually still quite full from basically lunch. But I managed to get the pizza down, so I won't be needing anything to eat for a couple of days. At the moment, I am watching TV. I'm actually watching The Simpsons. I actually do have it paused, okay? So, there you go. I don't know if you guys actually saw that because, you know, I can't flip my camera around on my phone for some reason while recording this video. I have no idea. I think I might need to fix my camera settings so I can flip it around. But yes, that was pretty much my day today. Like I said, I'm still a little bit emotional over my cat Jasmine. I did post her final moments up in my shorts as well. I know I was teary in that short video as well, but that's expected because, you know, I lost a loved one. Okay, so the only cats I'll be posting for now on is my mum's cat Rachie and my other cat Mocha, which you guys have already seen in my shorts and in my long videos before. So, just to let you guys know that those two are actually still around, that they're doing fine. They're a little bit sooky, so they actually know what's happened, as animals do. Okay, they're like humans, they can actually feel. That's actually a thing. So, I am starting to become my normal self again. Slowly, but it's process. It's progress. I do need to clean up though, so I'll probably do that sometime next week after the weekend. So anyway, it's just a bit of an update on my birthday. Okay, so yes, the lunch. And me, well, I'm doing okay. Like I said, I'm teary every now and then. Okay, I can still see Jasmine in my room every now and then. But yeah, every now and then I can still see her. And I have pictures of her in the living room on my phone. I see her videos on here on YouTube. So she's basically everywhere. And I was doing so well today. But yes, I may be still a little emotional, but I'm doing okay. I'm trying to come back to my normal self. But just the outing did pepped me up. It cheered me up a little. So, all thanks to Mum. So, I actually did enjoy my birthday. So, that's the main thing, right? Yeah. I'm gonna postpone my live stream for Resident Evil 5. I'm sorry, guys, but I think I'm gonna postpone it for another couple of weeks. Until I'm fully back to my normal self. But anyway, yeah, hopefully I'll sleep a little bit better tonight. I don't know if I'll actually, no, I probably won't do another video tomorrow. So I probably post again on the 6th, because that's when I go out, on the 6th. So I'm actually thinking about doing something I haven't done for a while on my YouTube. I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of a surprise for my upcoming video on the 6th. So yeah. Yes, before I went out on my birthday, I did get a phone call from my daughter. She wished me a happy birthday, and it was nice. She told me that she was going to send me up a birthday card. She's even sending up my mum, that's my daughter's grandmother, a birthday card as well. So apparently they were sent like yesterday. So they probably get here within like a week or two, depending on the postal service. Because our postal service has changed. They don't oh, I can't explain our postal service anymore. It used to be like every day, but I don't know. I think it was something to do with some strike that the postal service was going on. This was like really old news, so I don't know if it's still happening or if it was only temporary. I don't know what's going on, because I don't get into the news. Okay, I'm not interested in that stuff. I'm more likely to be aware of my surroundings. That's where I get my news from, my surroundings. Okay, so I go out in public and I can visually see what's going on with my own two eyes, instead of relying on the media telling me what's happening. Because I know news reporters can make up lies, and it's frustrating because Well, where's the proof? Okay, you've just basically added something onto the story which doesn't even fit in with the story. That kind of thing. That's happened a few times actually, but there's also been other times where the news actually did make sense. But for me, for news-wise, I'd rather see it with my own two eyes. So if I go out in public, I can visually see it for myself. I'm like, all right, that's my news for the day. Okay, I see what's around me. I know what's happening. All right. Yeah. I don't know. It's a complicated world that we live in, clearly. There are lots of different things that are happening around us right now and you got little kids dying during the war, which is kind of sad to see. It's never a good thing seeing that. I mean, over in America, like, I don't know the person. Mum's seen his videos many times, but he was shot dead. That was pretty much worldwide. And we had, Donald Trump. He ended up with, stitches in his ear because, he too got shot. This world is terrible. See, when I was a kid growing up in the 90s, everybody was friendly. Everybody didn't harm anybody, okay? We're basically friends with our neighbors in the 90s. I mean, I was friends with our neighbors' kids in the 90s, growing up. They would come to our place, I would go to their place. Yeah, not an issue. I mean, who can we trust now? Nobody. I mean, the only people that we can trust are our friends, our family. People that we see every day, get to know the person. And once you get to know the person, then that trust comes along, and then you end up making friends with that person. Okay, I know the process of making friends. Been there, done that. Okay, it's not an easy process. However, I had no issue making friends quick, smart. Okay, I always made friends quite fast. And yes, there may have been times where I wanted to be on my own. There are times where I wanted to be around my friends. And yeah, well, hey, it's just a fact of life. Everybody goes through the motions. I mean, I struggled in school, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who struggled in school growing up. There are others out there like me who struggled as well. So, I mean, growing up into adulthood is not the easiest thing to experience. I mean, when you're a kid, life is easy. had no care in the world. You didn't worry about anything that was happening around you. You didn't. But then when you get older, everything changes. You start to care more, you start to worry more, you start to take more notice of your surroundings. You tend to get to know the person that you've become. Alright? See, you should not judge a person by the way they look, dress. You should never judge a person by how they're feeling, because you do not know the person, okay? You do not know what the person's going through. You do not know what the person has actually been through. You do not know the person at all, okay? So you cannot judge somebody without knowing who a person really is, okay? I mean, a person could have struggled their whole life and you bullied that person, and then at the end of the day, you're going to look stupid because you bullied someone that you don't even know, okay? You've basically bullied someone that may have a disability, that may have, okay? I suffered depression. Okay, I will admit that. But I don't show it on camera, okay? The only reason why I showed it on camera is because of my cat Jasmine. That's the only reason why I showed my emotions. Not all disabilities are visible, okay? There are disabilities out there that are actually cannot be seen, alright? So while a person may look normal without a physical disability, does not mean that person doesn't have one, alright? Because it could be a learning disability, so they could have trouble with math, their lack of understanding. They could have something wrong with their brain, like trauma. They could have memory loss. They could have trouble speaking. They probably can't read. They probably can't see. Alright? They probably have depression. So these are the disabilities that you need to be mindful of. Okay? So when you bully someone, you're actually making that person worse by bringing that person down, okay? If you bully someone, at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's going to get the karma, alright? Karma will always turn around and bite you, alright? I'm going to admit that I have a learning disability, okay? I have trouble with math, alright? Not as much as I did when I was in school, but I still have some trouble. But okay, it's a work in progress, okay? It takes time to get things clicked into the brain, okay? So technically my learning disability is due to the right side of my brain. Okay, I had my hearing tested at the beginning of last year, I think it was. Okay, my right ear. Now, they actually did pick it up through the hearing test, alright, and they did ask me to go get a CAT scan so I could have it checked and go from there, but I don't want to because I'm scared of what they're going to find. But I'm happy with the way I am, so I don't need it, okay? I really don't need it because I'm happy with the way I am. It's not bothering me. So, you know, and even though I come out across as being normal, well, that's because I hide it, okay? Because, you know, I don't want people to bother me about it. Okay, so I get on with life, do what I have to do. Alright, I live like everybody else, basically. And yes, okay, I do tell the truth, okay? 100% I do tell the truth. Okay, everything I say in my videos are 100% true. I just wanted to clarify that, okay? I have never in my life tolerated bullies, alright? A bully is someone who's actually been bullied themselves. Okay, bullying comes from a parent who's actually bullied their child, and then that child grows up knowing that bullying is okay when it's not okay. Okay, so I was never bullied, so I don't bully anybody, alright? I absolutely hate bullying. I don't tolerate it. Big fat no-no. If I see someone getting bullied, I would just immediately go up to the person and remove that person away from the bully. Okay, I'll make sure that person's okay. And if he or she is hurt, then maybe I'll take that person down to the police station. Maybe, like, if they're injured, I'll call for a paramedic. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a stranger, if it's a family member, your best friend, okay? Take your time to help that person if that person's in need of help. Okay, do good, not bad. If you do bad, you're going to get karma. Okay? Because, you know, if you do something good in your life, then the goodness out of your heart is going to be returned back into your favor, right? Because the person that you've helped, that person may just come back and help you. But if you're going to bully that person's going to then come back and bully you. Okay? That's how that works. So, sorry, put my phone down. So I've pretty much learnt out through the years of my childhood, my teenage years, my adult life, that, you know, you do good, you receive good. You do bad, you receive bad. Alright? I've learned that out through my life, okay? And yes, I learnt the hard way. Which means I was brought up the correct way. Okay? The correct way of learning good and bad. So, okay? I was brought up with respect, manners, politeness, alright? I was brought up in the 90s, an era that was actually, you know, where kids actually grew up to be respected adults. And like today, all you young ones out there, well, I'm sorry, but where's your respect, okay? Where is it? You need to learn to respect others, okay? I don't tolerate disrespectful people, okay? I really don't. Okay, if you're going to be rude to somebody, that person's going to be rude back to you, okay? And it's plain and simple as that. Alright, I don't bring others down, okay? I don't do that. With my YouTube channel, I make my rules plain, simple, and clear to understand. Alright? Alright? That's it. I do not bring other people down. I respect other people. I'm older. Okay? I know what respect is. I'm 31. I just turned 31. I've lived through all of this. Okay, if I see a comment on my YouTube channel in my comments section and it's rude and disrespectful, of course I'm going to report it. And when I report abusive comments, it's going to remove it, okay? When I report, it will remove the comment. Now, when I get polite, respectful comments, they stay as they are, alright? Now, if I do not understand English, of course I'm going to ask a person to speak in English, or I'm going to tell them that I do not understand, because clearly I don't understand other languages. I speak fluent English, okay? It's simple as that, okay? English is the only language that I understand. Alright, so technically I'm actually a polite person, okay? I don't know what the problem is, okay? But I'm sorry. I'm a nice person, okay? I am. When you get to know me, I'm a nice person. However, if you're going to harass me and bully me, of course I'm going to do it back to you. It's called karma. You're going to bully me and say something nasty, I'm going to do it back to you. Because you deserve it. Plain and simple, alright? So, you know what? I'm a nice person. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Keep your mouth shut. And don't say anything. If you do have something nice to say, then leave your comments. Okay? I put in a lot of effort and time into creating these videos for you guys. I really do. Some of my subscribers, my true fans, they may not leave comments as such, but I know they like my videos. I know they do. Okay? It's just plain simple. I can see that. And as for my comments, I don't get all my comments coming through, okay? Sure, people may leave comments in my comment section, but for some reason, some of my comments that I get from my subscribers do not come through on my comment section. Okay? So, I do not delete comments. I do not. Okay? I don't. However, I report comments, which will remove them if they are disrespectful and rude and considered harassment and bullying. Then I'll report it, which will then remove that hateful comment. Plain and simple. Otherwise, I don't have an issue. Okay? I just wanted to clarify that up in this video. Alright, because I am getting sick and tired of these trolls, okay? They come on here, they harass me, bully me, say nasty things about me that are not true, okay? These people obviously have nothing better to do than just make up lies about me, and I do not appreciate the lies, okay? So if you're one of those people who are spreading lies about me, don't comment, okay? Just don't. The only ones who can comment on my videos are those who are polite and respectful. Alright? So please don't ruin my channel. Please don't ruin my mood, okay? Because my subscribers enjoy seeing me happy. They enjoy seeing me enjoying myself in my videos. Alright? They want to see me be happy, in other words. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not happy. I'm in an emotional state at the moment, so I got mixed feelings going on. Whether it's happy or sad. Why? Because my cat has just passed away, like, yesterday. Alright? And I'm feeling the pain, okay? Today was the only time I felt happy. Alright? Now, I knew there was something wrong with my cat all this time, okay? I just didn't say anything in my videos at all because, you know, I tried to hide my emotions and I didn't want to show it until yesterday. Alright? That's all. That's all there is to it. And as for my live stream, yes, I am going to be doing my live stream, whether you like it or not. But I know my fans, my true fans, will enjoy my live stream. If you're a Resident Evil fan, then I'm going to say welcome. Okay, because you know that's what my live stream is going to be about. It's going to be about Resident Evil 5. I'm going to be playing up to a certain point. Alright, then I'll be stopping the game because, you know, I don't do long live streams. I only go for an estimate about 50 to an hour long live stream. Maybe just a tad bit over. But I'm gonna postpone that live stream for another 2 weeks, okay? So, in other words, that's pretty much 4 weeks away from today. Anyway, I think it's going to do it for this video tonight, alright? So, I'm sorry to all my fans, my true fans, for hearing everything that I just said in this video. Please understand that I do have a person that's been bullying me, harassing me, and I do not appreciate it. So, I'm not targeting you guys, I'm targeting this bully. Okay, trying to get her or him to stop, because what this person is doing is wrong, and this person needs to know that. Alright, so anyway, if you guys are watching, alright, just know that it's not about you, it's about this bully that keeps harassing me, okay? Otherwise, you guys are great, alright? Keep it up, keep sharing my videos, keep smashing the like button, subscribing to my channel, leaving me comments, even if they don't come through, okay? Just keep trying. Eventually they may just come through, eventually, fingers crossed. I don't know why they won't come through. My comment section's always switched on. But I guess every video is going to be different with their commenting. Well, I know mine is. I don't know if any other YouTubers have had the same issue as me, but other than that, I actually appreciate you guys liking my videos and sharing them, because it's helped me. It's helped me a lot. Okay? Sorry, dry throat. Anyway, and yes. Okay, I'm going to be doing that live stream in 4 weeks, okay? I probably do the live stream around Thursday, maybe Friday. Probably Thursday. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now and watch the rest of The Simpsons and then head off to bed. Alright, like I said, thumbs up to all you guys who actually do appreciate my videos. Alright, keep sharing, commenting, subscribing. Your notifications bell's optional, okay? And I have plenty of videos there for you guys to watch. I've got like over 200 videos now. But you guys already know that. So watch them in any order you like. It's entirely up to you. From top, bottom, middle, wherever you want to start watching my channel, it's up to you guys. So have a good night, good day, wherever you are. And hopefully You'll see me again in my next upcoming video. Bye.